Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Flex Master, and today I'm going to be going over some Ridley tips and tricks. I'm not going to really be covering over the basic moveset. This is going to be more about what you should be looking for in your games and things that you can combo into. And other than that, I'm going to be going over some footage that I've played online and be talking about my mindset and how I was approaching and things that like changed throughout the game. So let's get into it. So the first stock for me is usually about getting a feel for my opponent. I'm versus another Ridley. I don't play versus Ridleys very often, but I always love it. And at first, this guy was he was dumpstering me pretty hard, not gonna lie, but I'm able to come back from it, and we'll talk about how I'm able to come back. So this guy he's using Ridley's kit a lot better right now. He's using his aerials, he's keeping me off the edge. He wants to have the control of this stage. I would say right here is a good spot to be all the time because you're able to breathe fire over the ledge and you're also able to get people if they try to go above you. You typically don't want to stand too close on the ledge as Ridley because I'll show you here in a little bit what'll happen. So if you're ever this close to them, just start hitting A and you'll get them pretty much override most people's A because it's a pretty quick jab. Um, it's only if you meet on the same frame will it like freeze up, but you both won't be hitting each other. And if they shield, you obviously want to go for that grab because the grab goes through shield. It's so nice because I hate running up to people and then finding out that I can't hit them because they shielded, but that's what the grab's for. So since he was fireballing right there, I shielded, and I know a lot of people go in for grabs when you shield, so that's why I jumped up. I could tell he was coming over. He was either going to over B or grab me, so I just jumped up and then just down smashed him, and that's got me the first stock. So this is something I want to touch base on real quick. When you're over B, combos into a jump if you press it at the right time. I think you have to have a long enough ride. You can't do it on a short ride. So you have to take them to like the edge of the stage, and then if you time it just right, you hit like I think it's attack or jump. I usually hit both, and you can jump up and then get ready to hit them in the air because you're gonna throw them, and if they're a little high percentage, they're gonna go right up, and then you're gonna already be up there, and you can either choose to down smash them or you can choose to hit them with an aerial like a back air or forward air, whichever you can do. So this reason right here is why I love playing Ridley so much. He can pull a lot of just cheese moves on your opponent when they least expect it. This guy was just standing on the ledge. I'm not sure what he was expecting. A good player will normally try to hit you, but there's a lot of situations where you are in the air and you can side B them and carry them down, and you can jump back up and just boost back up, and then they're down a stock. That can be very useful if you're like mid percentage and they just get a fresh life and they're looking to get like a quick kill. They're coming at you. You catch them with the side B, they're done. So I think that Ridley counters Ganondorf pretty hard. He's quicker than Ganondorf. He does similar damage, not as high, obviously. Ganondorf just did 30 damage to me with one side A, but that's to make up for his lack of speed, obviously. The hits that he lands, they need to count. But Ganondorf's a big slow, so Ridley's side B is easy to just catch him and throw him off the edge. And Ganondorf does not want to be off the edge. He wants to be on the level. If you're a Ganondorf and you're off the ledge, you're a dead Ganondorf. And right there, I just killed him with fire. He accidentally down B'd into the abyss, and that was that. But there's a better fire example coming up here in a second. Not that one. That was almost perfect. See, if I was a little further back, I think that would have connected. But Ganondorf lands his hit, does his teabag because I was teabagging him. So coming up, it's yeah. See, Ganondorf, he has a very slow recovery, and you can abuse that with Ridley's side B, and you can just set up behind him and attack a lot quicker, while Ganondorf's just trying to keep up. And then if you throw him off the ledge, you can just Ganondorf can only recover really in two ways. He can do a side B, or he can do an up A, or he can use his jumps, both of which you are good against. So this is how I turned a fight that he should have been winning into a fight that I ended up killing him on. So, alright, so right here, he was aggressing onto me, and then I find the frame that I can get him on. Since Ridley has his animation covers a bit of ground, I saw him go up, and when it goes up must come down. So then I knew that he was either going to dodge it or I was going to get him. And he used his air dodge, and right after his air dodge, I went and grabbed him, and then I was able to carry him to the ledge, throw him up, jump up, and then body slam him down, and then use my fire to keep him off of the ledge. And then I saw him try to come over the fire, and then I stopped using the fire, and I went over inside and ate him. So Ridley loves it when the opponents stay above him. He has 3 jumps. Most people only have 2, besides the other people that have multiple jumps. And he's pretty tanky. He's average speed. I just got comboed by a Pichu earlier. I got 3-stocked by him. I've never really played that matchup, so I need to play more of it. But like you'll see here in a second, the power of Ridley. So Ganondorf thinks he's won, doing the teabag of victory. It's not over yet. He wants it, but I get the fly, keep him in the air. This is the power of Ridley right here. But then I mess up. I get him again because it overrides Ganondorf's side B too. That's the good thing. And then I just edge guard him with fire and cock block his victory. So, yeah. So when you're playing versus Pichu, Pichu attacks a lot quicker than Ridley. And if you're going to keep up, you can't be doing smash attacks. Otherwise, you're just going to get comboed like this. It takes a second to get used to playing Pichu because it kind of takes... It'll make you a better Ridley player if you can learn to play against Pichu. And I suggest trying to use your A. Try not to move around too much. Like, I think that's one of the issues is, like, Ridley has a huge hitbox. And Pichu is such a small one. Like, you can't really hit him very easily with your aerials unless he's, like, right above you. So try to do that. Try to use your fire and keep them off the ledge. And then when they come back, just like your neutral air is very good. If you're getting comboed by Pichu or just anyone, just stop hitting, just hit your neutral air. Stop hitting the tilt stick or analog stick and just hit A and do a neutral air. His neutral air is actually pretty good. It covers 360 radius around him, so it can hit above, below, left, or right. If you're getting comboed, you should really just use your neutral air. I think I just kind of learned that, so I don't think I really do it that much here, but it's because sometimes Pichus can combo you, and you can't even like air dodge out of it. But if they're not like frame perfect, you can get them with a neutral air, and you can often shift the momentum of the fight. One good thing that Ridley has over Pichu, though, is that Ridley can absorb a lot more damage than Pichu. I've fought Pichus, I can get up to like 190 if they don't hit me with a good smash attack. They're just like combo me with aerials. I can usually get up to like 190, and then I can kill Pichu like at 80. So that's the thing. That's the trade-off. Pichu is very fast, and he's pretty strong. He's got his high combo potential, but if you catch him out, you can erase one of his stocks just like that. And don't be afraid to use your fire breath to kind of just like stun him. If he's gonna sit there and use his Pichu things, just hit him with fire. But using your A is very good, and then trying to combo into an aerial. Your up A is pretty decent. You kind of want to keep Pichu above you if you can, and like if he's up there like that, you should just whack him with the aerial. Sometimes you're in the moment and you misclick or whatever, and you accidentally do a side air or a forward tilt rather than an up tilt. But he's at 61. I just comboed him 77, and then done. He used his recovery. I rolled to where I knew it would end, and then I just smashed him, and he was dead. So I just want to talk real quick about a technique that I use if people are running at me a lot. Like they're using a dash attack, I will just shield, and then I will just grab them once they use their dash attack because they're right up on me. This works for any character really, but Ridley, you need to... A lot of people are going to try and hit you and combo you, so you need to be ready to catch them whenever they're trying to run at you with a dash attack, because a lot of times they're quicker than you, but you can just shield, and then they're right up on you, you just grab them. And I see a lot of players doing this in the higher, like 2.5 millions. I don't claim to be the best Smash player ever. I just think I'm above average, and I do like making videos, so I'm just trying to get some information out, because I see a lot of guides out there that have just very basic information. It's like, I'm pretty sure everyone can figure out what a move does. I mean, sure, it's good to know like damage percentages and all that, but You need to talk. I feel like there needs to be more guides about general game sense and gameplay rather than just like, oh, this move does 50 damage and all that. Like, kind of talking about combos and whatnot. So Ridley actually does pretty good against King K. Rool or whatever his name is. He does pretty well versus me. I don't play them very often, but Ridley is a good counter to them if you're getting dumpstered by one. If your friend plays a lot of King K. Rool, you can just play Ridley, and they do fairly well. I wouldn't say Ridley's a counter, but I would say Ridley does have a little bit of an upper hand because he's tends to be quicker. You just gotta watch out for that counter move. Like, I'm not even sure what the timing is on that. You just gotta watch out for all of that. But Ridley does have a better edge game, and he does have a better air game than King K. Rool. And if you can keep him from just doing his his cannonball spam into all that, you're gonna have a good time because Ridley has better edge game. Although King K. Rool does have a really good recovery, but he didn't go for the ledge right there, and he ate my smash. So he probably could have gotten a lot more damage on me that stock, but I played it kind of smart, and I forced him to do something that he wasn't wanting to do because he did also have the threat of my fireball coming at him, and I think that's why he kind of went over, and then he just landed right in my smash territory. Ridley can also tank a lot of damage from King K. Rool. Like, if you're playing Pichu and you're at 90 and King K. Rool hits you with the smash, you're pretty much dead. But with Ridley, you don't have, it's not that much of a threat. Like, I'm at 106 right now, and then he's about to hit me with a pretty good smash coming up. Um, like, that would have probably killed a Pichu. I think this coming up probably would have. I think he gets me in the ground and but misses, but then he hits me with a good smash at 132, and then I'm able to come back and kill him. See, 132 to 146, and then I think I come back here. I kind of mess up here, but then he does his air dot or his spot dodge, and then I use my down smash. So if he would have rolled anyway, I probably would have got him, except if he would have rolled left, but he's tried to spot dodge it. But the good thing about Ridley is his down A is a little delayed, so you can people can spot dodge it, but then it'll still hit them. So I want to talk about Ridley's kind of gimmick move. It's down B. So you don't always want to use it. Like, I probably shouldn't have used it here, but I saw him rolling and I figured I could get a free one. And then what it does is it does like 50 damage and it just essentially just does a lot of damage. And it's not really a combo because a Pichu can actually roll out of it before you can attack him. But I'd say if you get one of these per game, you're doing pretty well. You don't want to always go for the down B because it becomes very predictable and it's very punishable. You only want to get it if like you're punishing a dash or like a roll. So it is actually pretty decent. It's very useful for scaring the opponent into just charging at you. Like right there, I caught her as she was coming at me because that's what Samuses do is they run at you. But it really plays with their mind. If they get hit by one of those, they're like, oh shoot, dude, that's like half a life right there. I'm at like 90 damage now. So if you can get like just one per game, you're doing pretty well. But like as you get better at it, you'll find other opportunities to use it, and it's pretty nice. This guy's lagging super hard, so he's not that good at Zero Suit Samus. I also play Zero Suit, and so I kind of understand the matchup. I understand what he wants to do, and Zero Suit hits very fast, but it's like feathers. Unless she lands her whip on you, like right now, I don't even think I would die from her whip right now, but I would probably die from a like maybe a whip up or something. But then I just edge guard her and easy. It's also pretty fun to use if you're just better at the game than the other person. It's kind of scares them almost. It's very like it's like a disrespect move. But then you I just did it from 100 to 180 and then just forward tilted and done. So here's another great example of me using his down B. I stun him with the fireball and then he's just sitting there and then I down B him and I essentially just erase one of his stocks. And then now I'm just trying to, get the finishing touches on. I don't have to do any more work really. I mean, just hit him a little bit, make my job easier, Get some free fire damage if you can. Watch out for that cape. Mario actually does pretty good versus Ridley because Ridley has a big hitbox, but once you learn how to play against Mario, Ridley should win if Ridley's a better player. So Ridley is actually pretty vulnerable to projectile-based heroes. If you go up against a Link or a Samus or something that spams projectiles, you really want to be sure that you are applying pressure onto them, because otherwise they're just going to stand in one spot and spam projectiles, and the last thing you want is to eat like 10 boomerangs. It's no fun. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to be able you need to be able to set the tempo of the game for that projectile based hero. I mean, this is true for any Smash, but especially on these, because you can't let them control when like they're going to throw projectiles at you. You need to be able to hit them before they're able to get that projectile. Ridley's side B can actually, like, if someone's shooting a projectile, you can make them fire the projectile, but you can dodge it if you go right above their projectile with the side B, and then sometimes if you're close enough you can grab them, but you need to be close enough to grab them, otherwise you will get side smashed into oblivion. So one thing that it's easy to do on Ridley, it's easy to just always go for that sideways B, the over B, and it becomes very predictable, so try not to do it too much like I'm doing here. At first you'll want to go for it because it's a really easy way to get bad players off the ledge, but a good player will begin to notice your pattern and he will start to read that. So you really need to save it for whenever it's a clutch situation or like you're on a ledge or something like that. Oftentimes if you're recovering with it, people can hit you out of it, so be wary. Don't just expect them to stand there. But it's good for the extra little recovery space. I prefer to use it before I use all my jumps, and then I'll just use my up B to get back on the stage from below. It's pretty decent for recovery, but you also just don't want to autopilot and try and get it all the time, because it's good, but it's kind of easy to dodge at the same time. So I think that about wraps it up for this Ridley guide. I hope you guys learned something, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to try and make more videos. If you guys like this, I'll make some more Ridley stuff as I get more footage, and I'll be sure to cover more characters in the future. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching my video. I think I get flexed on right here. Pretty sure I do, yeah. Yeah, it's starting to lag. Like, whenever I lag, it starts to just fuck with me. So I hate it when that happens. I think I like won it right here, but I thought I did, but I messed it up. And then I'm dead. I should have been dead right there. Always kill myself. And I'm dead here. Nope. Next one. I think I get KO'd by the gun, I bet. Yep. See, projectiles rape Ridley. So thanks for watching, guys.